Today we're going to be reviewing Jack Ryan Ghost War, out now on Amazon Prime. So stay tuned for your non-spoiler review followed by the spoiler review. If you're a long-time listener or just a new one like most people are, please hit that like and share and subscribe buttons on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook and share as well if you would. Thank you. Now let's get into it.
It is time again for movie musings.
So I watched Jack Ryan Ghost War, out now on Amazon Prime. First I'm going to give my spoiler-free warning, and then we'll give the spoiler warning and continue with the full review. So entertainment value, I gave it an 8 out of 10. In case you're wondering what my ratings system is, I break it down into 5 categories: entertainment, story, acting, special effects, and the action sequences. Now, not all movies have these, so I just take that line item out if it's not in there. So, as I said, entertainment value, I gave 8 out of 10. Entertained through most of the show. I never really got bored. It was very fast paced. It was like tried to fit a whole season of the original Jack Ryan show into a movie, and overall they did a really good job of doing that. It didn't feel rushed. The pacing was good. So overall entertainment, I thought, was really there. It held my interest, and never looked at my watch once. So the story, I gave a 7 out of 10. Sometimes it was a little confused as to what's going on, but that could have just been me watching, waiting. Overall, the story was good, 7 out of 10, like I said, but a little more depth into some of the backgrounds of some of the story notes, which I'll get into during the spoiler review. So, acting, 8 out of 10. Everybody did a great job, as usual, on this show and now in the movie. Lots of tense sequences, and handled those well. And overall, like I said, 8 out of 10 on acting. Special effects, 7 out of 10. The special effects for the fight scenes, or the shooting scenes, were very well done. A couple of the helicopters stood out a little bit to me. When they showed them, I could kind of tell they were special effects fairly easily. But other than that, all the fight choreography was done well, and my action rating is an 8 out of 10. The action scenes were done well, choreographed well, like I said. Fighting, driving, automobile chases, all of that were very good, very cool. A lot of cool stuff happening in them, and did not disappoint in that regards. And all that comes down to my overall rating of 7.6 out of 10. That could go higher, but as of right now, that's where I stand on it. So that's my spoiler-free review for Jack Ryan Ghost War. If you want to hang around for the spoiler review, we're going to give that 5-second warning, and then we're going to get into that. If you're leaving, thanks for coming. So now for the spoiler review. I'm guessing if you hang around, you're okay with that. For Jack Ryan Ghost War, the thematic keys, or what they were trying to get across, was the personal stakes, a little bit of betrayal, and some moral gray areas, which Jack Ryan TV show really hit a lot on too, and intelligence work. Especially this one shone some light on some post 911 things that in this world happen between the new character Nigel and the director. So there was a lot of espionage, chases, shootouts, and a lot of tension in locations like Dubai and London, which were the main locations for the shoot. Film runs about an hour and 45 minutes. It's rated R. So the film opens with failed MI6 operation in Dubai led by Nigel Cook. His team is killed while trying to extract information about Liam Crown, a rogue operative from the Starling files, which we'll get into as well. Jack's now living a civilian life as a hedge fund analyst on Wall Street. He's approached by his old friend and mentor, James Greer, who's now the acting CIA deputy director. He tells Jack that it's going to be just a simple courier job. All he needs to do is go and pick something up to meet Nigel Cook in Dubai. Ryan's accompanied by a former colleague and contractor, Mike November. I'm sure anyone who's watched the show remembers him. He's a great add-on. He adds a lot of levity in the role, as well as being a good operative. The meeting goes wrong, of course, or else why would it go any further than that? Cook, in distress, hands Ryan a cigarette pack. Now, supposedly this thing, what he handed him, contained critical data and warns that Greer needs help before he's killed. Ryan and November then pursue the killer, but are intercepted and stopped by others who we'll get into as well. So Ryan and November are taken into MI6 officer Emma Marlowe. They learn Crown is demanding the return of the intel Cook passed on, threatening Ryan's life. And Marlowe reveals to Ryan Project Starling. It's an off-the-books, basically black ops organization that started after 9/11 that Greer and Nigel Cook started. It was officially disbanded after an incident with Greer, and which you learn about later in the movie. But it was resurrected by Crown after he felt burned and shut out of something he truly believed in that the world needed to have. The team travels to London. Ryan confronts Greer, who admits to creating Starling, but claims he shut it down. Now, you also discover Crown's plan to bomb London's Tower Bridge. Echoing a terrorist attack Starling helped fool years ago, which by the help of Greer. And so, as Jack and Marlowe pursue the bomb intelligence, and they find the person who made it, quote unquote, and the location. The guy who made it claims to be just a courier. Jack realizes this was all a setup to get Greer by himself. But meanwhile, Elizabeth Wright, who is the acting CIA director, was going to ride with Greer in his vehicle. Well, as Greer was talking to Jack Ryan, who took him away from getting in the car, Elizabeth steps in, the car blows up, many people die, including the director. Through this, they know that Crown was setting him up to get everybody away so that he could take a shot at Greer. After killing CIA Director Wright, he sees an opportunity to maybe get back in with Greer, who will undoubtedly be elevated to acting director of the CIA. So during this, because of this, they realize Crown is activating old terrorist groups that they had started with Project Starling. Crown demands Starling's intel after he sets up a meet with Greer. Ryan and Marlowe are also there, and Crown calls them out, knowing who all's there watching him. Ryan bluffs about its location, and Ryan and Marlowe piece together that Cook was attempting to transmit live data from a server in Dubai on the night of his death. Through this intel, which they go to Nigel's apartment, whom we find out is the actual father of Marlowe, they find out that MI6 Deputy Chief Andrew Spear is secretly working with Crown. Ryan, Marlowe, and November return to Dubai with help from Ryan's former CIA colleague Patrick, who was reluctant to help because he is now a civilian as well, and he has a job, but he is helping because he took an oath to keep him safe, Jack, I mean. They locate the server, downloading comprehensive data, exposing the entire Starling network, including Spear, during this time as it's being downloaded by Patrick. There's a big battle, big fight, gunfight, which is, like I had said in the non-spoiler review, the action was great in this. A lot of gunplay, kind of realistic. I mean, more people probably would have been hit during this, but it was very, very entertaining, very well done. And November makes a big entrance. It was kind of convoluted as to why he needed to do all that. They could have just used him up there shooting the other bad guys as well. But anyway, it was pretty dramatic and pretty cool. Marlowe is injured in the fight. Her injury looks far more severe than it turns out being, to the point of, did she even get shot at all? But apparently she was. Crown is wounded. Ryan, Crown tries to get him to shoot him just point blank, and he says, "I'll help you," and reaches for the gun, and Ryan then in self-defense, shoots him in the head and kills him. Spears exposed, removed from duty. Greer now becomes the new CIA director, and he writes a letter to the president requesting that Ryan become his deputy director. And so we see him fold the letter and give it to a colleague. And in the end of the movie, we see Ryan and Greer walking into the CIA building. Ryan obviously accepting the role of deputy director. I really hope, it kind of left it open-ended the way it ended. Like, hopefully we could get more. I don't think we're supposed to, but I would love to get some more from this world. I've enjoyed all the seasons. I really like the movie a lot, and I'm hoping for more because it's a lot of fun. I love the characters. I really liked Elizabeth, the former chief deputy who was killed. I really liked the actress there and her character, so I was sad to see that happen. But I think the show, obviously, Tom Clancy had more stories to tell, so maybe we'll get some more. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining the episode today, and if you enjoyed the show, we'd appreciate it if you'd share it with a friend. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe buttons on YouTube and the follow button and share on Facebook. And as usual, any ideas for episodes you'd like to see, reviews for movies, TV, anime, music, anything you want. I'll tell you, I'm a big heavy metal fan, so if you want to get me out of my comfort zone, recommend something that's not heavy metal, and I'll give it a review as well. See you next time.